Hello and welcome to this edition of Saturday Chat with me, back to Big Scott 35. Almost forgot what day it was, what I was doing, and everything. Didn't get much sleep, a little tired. Stayed up late last night, just one of those nights where you just went rabbit holes and everything else. Enjoyed some good old grunge music from 90s and sitting around putting away cards and listened to Carlos for a little bit and just kind of just hung out. I've been watching the Unrivaled. I keep saying Unrivaled basketball, which is something to watch. Tonight it was hockey on, football, uh, got wrestling, of course, Saturday night. So a little bit, stuff to watch. Just holding me over to baseball. Exciting news: Bichette gets signed by the Mets. I just don't know. I saw a lineup. And it was on the SNY page. I didn't really understand that lineup, but had Bichette batting third. I guess they're just going to move everybody. I don't know, but anyway, I still feel like we're missing a bat in the lineup, and an outfielder. We got to not look. I don't like our lineup, but anyway, the week. I like to talk about the week and hobby stuff. I got some SGC cards to show. A return that finally came back. It took about 2.5 months, 3 months to get from door to door. Seems PSA is doing the game of waiting to post your cards when they come in. I do, like I said, I do. I have some at GameStop right now, so I have some there ready to pick up. But I think they're starting to fall a little behind like everybody else there. Feels like I wasn't hearing some people getting delayed. I haven't had that issue. It is what it is. Kind of used to it now. As long as I get a steady stream, I have a good stack over here that I'm selling. A good stack over here PCing. I put away a bunch of cards. My stack, it might not look like it. But it's starting to dwindle. I did hit my 1,500th card this week. This would be the for Pete Alonso. This just happened to be the last one I put in a stack that I had, and I looked at the number of how many I have, and it was 1,500. So that's pretty good milestone. And let me tell you, that's not even scratching the surface of how many Pete's are out there. I was putting some away today. I do have pretty good like top space rainbows and variant. It's hard to say rainbows. There's so many variants. But it's just not just color. Paper. They got paper, chrome, and all those are the same picture. It's just variants. I have pretty good runs going on. Nothing terribly low numbered, but when you on a budget, I'm happy with what I have. It's the same picture. I get what I can and what I can afford, and I don't really, I'll look around and I just want to talk about, I was going to go to a show today. It's going on tomorrow. I still might. It's in Greensboro. It's 35 minutes, 40 minutes from me. I thought I might work a day overtime and just go over there while I was there. It's close to work. Just a longer drive back home afterwards. I just want to go there to sell some cards and look around because I think my idea, and this is what I want to probably do at the National as well. I have a mental list of cards, but I want to sit down and like actually write it out. I probably have it in one of my little notebooks I carry with me. I've always been a visual learner. If I write it down, it tends to stick with me a little bit better. I don't know how y'all feel about that. And because like even as a kid, uh, my mom made sure I had flashcards and stuff, so I made my own flashcards. So making my own flashcards kind of helped me remember. Like I was actually a very good student up until I wasn't, and there's reasons, but we won't get it. That's not a today's story. But anyway, uh, so for me to just put it to stay focused is what I'm trying to do. And my main is always Pete Alonso. Like today, I got my first Pete Alonso Baltimore Orioles card for him signing. Um, so I got 3 binders right now. It's about to go into a fourth, and I'll probably start a fourth one with Baltimore Orioles. But I want to have all Mets and then separate it to Orioles, and I'm going to concentrate on the Mets. And so when I go, I'm going to be looking for more harder cards, stuff that I just can't every day get online. Um, just trying to look for variants and color. And they're not necessarily expensive either. They're just, uh, you're just not going to see everything. That's what I always talk about. Like on eBay, unless I'm searching for one particular card, you're not going to see all the variants. You're not going to be, oh, that's different, or oh, I need that one, but that's not what I'm looking for. Because I just like today, I just put in Pete Alonso SP as one of my searches just to see what pops up, or auto. I just did SP because I'm trying to keep my dollar amount. Found something, did see something that's hopefully I nobody else wants and I get, because Pete Alonso's are starting to hit the market, and I guess the Bichettes probably will for your Blue Jay fans, and I already have my Bichette rookies, so I'm good with that. Somebody already emailed me. I'm just waiting. I need to check today to see if he did Tops Now with his signing, because they did one with Bregman. So I would think they would do one with Bichette as well. So, I call that the Mets rookie. uh, that's my own little inside joke to myself. It's a joke to one. But anyway, uh, so it's the living set. I like to do my living set as SGC. I don't even know. I think I got these in a numerical order. So Dylan Dingler, who was, I think he got, this is rookie, and I believe he was the Gold Glover for catchers. Either that or the Silver Slugger. I think he was the Gold Glover. I can't remember. Somebody out there will school me. Kobe Mayo, who I think has got a great career ahead of him. I just love these cards in a living set. So I think I'm going to send 5 more. Where get my if I have, I want to send $100 more. I think it's to keep it under 100. I think it's 4 that I'll send. Because I don't necessarily sell these. Because all of these I'll stay in my PC. Unless these will be the first ones to go if I need to sell something. Hurston Waldrop, he's going to be good. Braves pitcher. Isaac Collins. I've been getting quite a few Brewer fans hitting my stuff. Oh, Sport Lots doing great with Sport Lots right now. I'm selling where I can't post, so because I only spend with so much. I don't want. Yeah, I'm not making a ton of money, so I don't want to spend all day working on Sport Lots. My time is worth more to me. I want to play video games. I want to watch TV. I want to mess with my PC. I want to, clean the apartment. Starting to get stuff together and get rid of stuff to start packing. Because I just don't want to be rushing when it's time. And then Kelvin Alcantara, which I got a billion of. Man, if this guy does anything, and I hope he does, I'll make $100 just selling his rookie cards at 20 cents a piece. So that's my SGC. This is one of my better returns with the living set. Like I said, the living set I usually get 9.5. There was a time where I was getting 8.5 because the quality was just, the cuts were rough. Because usually the ones like stuff for that I really want, I'll buy two. Just so, I don't get crazy by 4 or 5. I just buy two, get two graded. And if I get a 10 or if whatever's the best grade, I'll keep regardless. That's how that goes. And, I really like the living set. And a lot of those, I'll keep the base card. And I was getting the base card graded as well. I was getting it either PSA. I was getting it PSA graded, so if I want to sell it later on, I can. But so I can have a base rookie, and because I'm a base card collector when it's all said and done. Now I got to where I sell the numbered cards. I just want the base card. That's what I grew up on. I collect the color variants, photo variants, and all that for my PC, for especially my Pete Alonso, because it's fun. It's actually that's fun to me. It's I don't do it for value or anything else. It's fun. Do I understand it? No. And I'm not going to overpay just to get the red of 5 or something like that. I'm just not going to pay a crazy amount. But, if I can get the gold to 50 or, one of the other colors that seems I can get aquas and some of the other stuff, the holiday ones, the holidays that came in, everything like the suns and things like that, I could pick all that up, or the Walgreen yellows, which sometimes are pricey and sometimes are not. That's just a weird one. Or, the royal blue. I kind of like that started becoming into one of the blasters or the blister packs. It's hard to get it in a good quality because it's loose in a blister. But since they did that, the price of it for a Mets fan, it looks really good. My favorite color is orange with the Mets, but the royal blue works really, really well as well for that color match. Just sets it off real well. So yeah, today I was just going through some binders. It takes me a long time because I have OCD putting my cards away. When it comes to my binders, I like them in a certain way. I like I try to keep like the 2025, all the different of the base paper, and then the chrome. I keep all the same card, all the variants. So I got like 4 or 5 pages full of just that one picture. I just all the way through to like the Christmas holiday. So I'd have the base, chrome, holiday, logo fractor, all the way through. I don't think I got a sapphire yet this year. When I get one, it's nothing. When it comes to that stuff, I just kind of look, and when I see I don't have one, I'm like, oh, there you go. And the funny thing is a lot of times I'm missing the base card because I'm always looking for the other stuff. And I have this week, Wednesday, I'll show you my flip from last month. I finally got all my cards in. It took a while because I was trying to negotiate with somebody. They just had a you got to be careful. You got to know what you're looking at. Sport Lots doesn't give you a lot of pictures. You can request for them. And then I don't know what people are thinking with some of their pricing. I don't know if they're just slapping on, hoping that people are just on there to sell cards and take that money to buy other cards, or I don't know really, because there's like a Frank Thomas, that top certified sample card somebody has for like $500, and I can get the same card on eBay for $5. I actually have the card. It's got a peel on it. It's just an example because I saw that last week. But I'm always looking for autographs. So I usually go through my list of PC for whatever autographs. I kind of got all the ones on Piedmont. There's a guy that's got a 2020 for $5,000, and it's probably $150 to $250 card in that range. Johnny Bench, a couple of them are just grossly overpriced. Johnny Bench there's no shortage of Johnny Bench autographs, and somebody has them like, you can't get any Johnny Bench autographs. So, I got down to the wrestling because WNBA. I was looking at Star Wars a little bit tonight, just something to do. To look at it, but this week, good week. Had a pretty big sale on eBay this week. Like I said, I want to take some cards to the show. If I don't go tomorrow, there's one in Hickory next week. What I'm trying to do is just sell cards for cash for the National. So, I tell you, I have an account for the National, but I think this year, if I don't have to touch that account, I'll be happy that I can use that somewhere else. Because I probably won't, if I don't take cash, it'll be a very slim. I'd be not. It'll have to be something very special probably for me to get at the show. If to spend any kind of money, I'll take some and just go box hunting. I would probably stay in $quarter boxes and not venture out of that range too often. I even mentioned like waiting till Sunday. I'll probably still wait till Sunday this year. I don't. Last year was my best day. Again, 2 years in a row. The worst thing about Sunday is about 3:30. People start closing down, and it's not fair to people to come in on Sunday. I think that's bullshit. But it's very quiet in there. Everybody's just kind of over the week. They just want to get out of there. So it's understandable, but yet you're like, come on, they're people paid. And last year I wasn't ready to go when I left. I was still grinding. I left with a good amount in my pocket, had a good amount of cards. I had a nice chunk of change, sold a couple of cards there. Even if I take cards there to sell, it's all going to be me, selling cards to spend money. So, I just want to hang out with friends, see cards, talk, just see everybody, and probably do something a little different this year. Hopefully there's softballs there. Go see that. There's a professional team going to be in Durham, North Carolina. So that's about an hour, 10 minutes from me, hour and a half. If I really want to go see that, I can. So, just try to do other things to really enjoy this hobby. And like I said, today going through my books, just my Pete Alonso books, and I got still a stack this tall of Pete Alonsos to put away, because I accumulate them pretty fast. I put them away, and next thing I know, I got another stack of them to put away. Uh, and then I have several those 2-row boxes for graded cards. I have, I think, 1.5, 2 boxes of those full of graded cards and one touches. So for Pete, so I'm not gonna stop with Pete. I know people have asked me. I keep telling you. I've talked about it several times, but I don't think I'll be collecting Bo Bichette anything special for him. I'll probably get like the Topps Now. Get his. I don't even know if I'll get an extra card for him. I don't like Soto. I was already collecting Soto with the Nationals, right? I was collecting with the Padres. I don't have a. I'll take that back. I opened a couple of packs that got Soto Yankee cards out of it. That's not. I didn't go out and buy a Soto Yankee card. I like Bichette. I was high on him when he came up. I don't know what Bichette we're going to get. I hope it's the one that played well last year before me and had a good run in the World Series. So we got 3 or 4 second basemen. I don't know what we're doing here. So the way it looks, Bichette's going to play third. Simeon is going to play second, I think. Or I might have that backwards. It's either or. And what I read today, he came for one another big reason he came to play with the Mets because he liked Simeon. They were good friends when they were at Toronto. So, hopefully it's a better dynamic because it sounds like McNeil, the hothead he is, he was not a good influence in the locker room. So, you got to be able to gel. But for cards, like I said, good week in eBay, good week Sport Lots. Still cracking open cards that I got. I don't think I bought any like boxes or anything. I did Sport Lots. What I am doing on Sport Lots right now is just trying to complete my Mets flagship a little piece at a time. I don't want to buy a large lot. I kind of keep it to 1 year, 10 to 15 cards. I'm in the early 2000s. I'm almost done. I gotta have to go back and just fill in spots that were not on Sport Lots, and they're usually 20 cents a piece. The toughest thing is you want to try to get as much as you can under one seller, so you make the most out of the postage. Right now, the mail is stupid expensive. That might be the part that really, really starts to hinder selling affordable cards on the internet. Because even at $1.30, I can't buy. I think I usually ship 4 cards for $1.30. And if they're 20 to 35 cents, is that economical? So it goes up fast when you start buying. I have people buy 100 cards from me, and it's not cheap to ship those. And if I sell something a little bit more expensive, they buy the premium. Then it gets even more expensive. So, that's something I would like to talk about maybe on my next Let's Talk. I might do one tomorrow night. I'm off Monday. So, I like to talk about that. something that Ed brought up to me on our group chat that he noticed at his show. Um, you know, pricing things are changing, and I think I have some ideas and thoughts. And so probably we'll do one tomorrow night. Don't know if it'll be an hour. Don't know how long. But so be looking for that tomorrow. So, until then, like, share, tell a friend, subscribe if you haven't, and until tomorrow night, I will see ya.